I checked my husband's dashcam footage on his car without his consent. My husband had this routine where he'd leave for work at 8 and be back by 6:30 sharp for 3 years. Then suddenly he's rolling in at 9, 10, sometimes even 11 at night. At first I believed the traffic excuse. Our city's been doing construction on the main highway for months. But then I noticed he wasn't even coming from the direction of his office. He'd pull up from the opposite side of our street, like he was coming from downtown instead. The thing that really got me suspicious was when I asked him to pick up groceries on his way home one Thursday. He said he couldn't because he was stuck in traffic and the stores would be closed by the time he got out. But when I drove past the same route at 9 that night to grab milk myself, the traffic was completely clear, not even a backup. So yeah, I decided to check his dash cam. Jake's always been paranoid about accidents, so he got this fancy dash cam that records everything and saves it to this little SD card. I waited until he was in the shower Saturday morning, snuck out to his car, and popped the card into my laptop. I started with the most recent files from that Thursday when he claimed to be stuck in traffic. What I found made my stomach drop. The footage showed him driving to some apartment complex across town at 6:15. He parked, got out, and walked up to one of the buildings. The camera caught him using a key to get in. I fast-forwarded through 2 hours of him being gone. When he came back to the car at 8:40, he wasn't alone. There was this woman walking him out. She was blonde, wearing scrubs like she was a nurse or something. They hugged goodbye, and she kissed him on the cheek before he drove off. My hands were literally shaking as I went through more footage from different days. Same routine over and over. He'd leave work, drive to this apartment, stay for hours, then come home to me with some excuse about why he was late. The worst part was finding footage from our anniversary last month. While I was at home cooking his favorite dinner thinking he was stuck at the office, he was at her place. I could see them through the window when he parked. They were cooking together, laughing, looking like a couple. I sat there for 3 hours going through weeks of footage. This had been going on for at least 2 months. Every late night, every missed dinner, every time he said he was too tired to talk when he got home, he'd been with her. When Jake got out of the shower, I was sitting at the kitchen table with my laptop open and the SD card next to it. He saw what was on the screen and his face went completely white. He didn't even try to lie or make up some story. He just stood there dripping water on the floor in his towel looking guilty as hell. I asked him who she was, and he told me her name was Beth. They worked together at the hospital where he does IT support. Apparently they'd been friends for years, but things changed a few months ago when her divorce finalized. He said he never meant for it to happen, that it just kind of did. The conversation lasted maybe 10 minutes. I told him to get dressed and get out. He tried to say we could work through it, that he'd end things with her, but I was done. You don't accidentally have a whole relationship with someone for 2 months. That's not a mistake. That's a choice he made every single day. He moved in with his brother that same weekend. I kept the house since my name's on the mortgage, and he didn't fight it. I guess he figured he owed me that much after what I found.